happening? It's your boy RC here, right again, baby. 333. How you feeling, my man? I'm feeling like a big. That's right. Okay, we good. All right, today is Wednesday. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I try to exercise one of the three elements of the Ask method. Matthew chapter 7. Asking and it's given, seeking you shall find, knock and the door shall be open. So today I'm seeking. I'm looking for the answers to the questions that I asked on Monday, to the questions I'm always asking. And when I'm seeking, I'm looking hard, turning over every stone, looking at everything carefully, not skimming, but when I'm seeking, I'm on top of it. I mean, I'm really looking. But it's not like, is seeking different than searching? Is seeking more faithful than searching? That's a good question, right? Brings me to the other question, right? What came first, the question or the answer? We all gonna answer that, right? The question. If that's true, then why aren't we asking more of them? Then why aren't we asking better questions? Because a lot of times we looking for the answers and hadn't even really asked any questions. Or we're looking for, here's the deal, we're looking for answers to questions that we hadn't asked because we've been fooled into thinking that we asked the right questions. For example, like a why question, right? You know, like, okay, why did I eat ice cream last night? That's a good question, right? That's a good question. But is it the best question? Because sometimes we'll find out that our brain will give us reasons of why these things are happening. And I use that soft one because I know it's a lot of harder whys out there, but I want to put too much out there in my own life. Because you got to be careful with your words. See, when you're talking to other folks, you got to be impeccable with your word. So that's the thing. I said, why did I eat that ice cream? Man, I ain't been thinking about it all day, right? Man, I crushed some carbs last night. Crushed them. Wife said, hey, I got a meal already prepared for you. But I had already prepared in my mind that I was going to eat some ice cream anyway. You know, that's what I said I was going to do. Hadn't been exercising like I was supposed to be doing. You know, it's in one of those little valleys, right? Good question. You know, what's gotten me off? How can I get back on track? Versus, why am I off and stuff like that. Anyway, but that's a good question. Now, my other question would be, how can I not eat ice cream tonight? What can I do in place of eating ice cream? How can I proceed? It's the same answer. See, that's the deal. We ask questions and we've already gotten the answer, but we're looking for another answer. Because the answer that we got, we may not have the strength to do. We don't want to put in the work, put in the time. Or we let our psyche, the symbiote, talk us out of it. That's going to be too much work. Let's spend all that time that we could have been working on looking for ways to get out of working. That's what the symbiote say. How can I get out of work? That's, me and my daughter, we talked last night, right? Because she's seeking for answers. She coming up on, she said she wants to travel. The regular dream. She said she actually wished she could do what her sister is doing. And the sister are not married, not she knows what she wants to do. She wants to take pictures, shoot videos, stay at home. She can stay at home, mama and dad or whatever, and travel. But my other daughter, she's into it now. She got milestones. She got ambitions. She got metrics. She all about the metrics. She all about, not all about it, but it's important, right? Said she wanted to open up a daycare for kids. I said, let's concentrate on that. But right now, I just want to travel without having to worry about going to work. See, it sound familiar. Sound familiar. Sound like you're in the rat race. I said, we should play cash flow Saturday. We need to get back and play cash flow again. As a game, we had fun playing the game. We learned a lot playing the game. How to get out of the rat race. Because that's what everybody want to do. You in the rat race now. You in the rat race. How to get out of it. We just got to keep our minds on things. But here's the deal. See, so I watch positive stuff every day. I'm looking at stuff on YouTube, but then, you know, they tell me this right here works, this right here works. We like the real estate, it's gonna be the quickest vehicle. You're gonna get the maximum gains. Of course they're gonna tell you that. I say, what else they gonna tell you? And all the stuff they tell you actually works. But the deal is that you have to make the enemy's, I always tell her, the enemy's choice of weapons is choices. Because all those choices immobilize you. Choice of weapon is choices. So you got too many choices. You're looking at too many things, too many cooks in the kitchen, looking at too many things. And you don't know which one to do. You hear about one, but then somebody else said, well, this right here, that's good, but this right here is better. That's good, but this is even better. Both of those work good, but these over here are better. You don't hear that. So we had a discussion, we just talking. I said, hey, I'll tell you that Matthew chapter 6 is the way to go. Just one thing to worry about, seek first the kingdom and everything else will be added. She said, yeah, but you know, I've asked God, so I should ask God to find me a fiduciary. Yeah, that's a good start. You know? I'm trying to seek the kingdom. We know what the kingdom is. See, it ain't hard seeking the kingdom. We know what it is. But there's a disillusionment in there, some kind of way. Got folks on both sides of the road. What in the world is this guy doing? About to get ran over. How you gonna be right there on the side of? And anyway, just a distraction. But we know how to seek it. Seeking the kingdom. I'm gonna dive off into it. It done came up again this morning on my boy Creflo Dolly. Said the exact same thing. Why worried about the money? Why worry about what you gonna wear, what you gonna eat? Why worry about this stuff? You know, why worry about this stuff? He said that the trees don't worry, the birds don't worry, and God feed and clothe them, and you are more than them. Why do you worry? You just got to be about my Father's business. You got to be about the business. And that business is taking self out of the equation. I posted something on the Instagram today. It said, that was from, man, Jeffries was on too. I'm telling you, man, this one thing of seeking first. It's always been there. We always know that we're supposed to put God first. But the world has came in and put all these other idols. All these other idols. All these other idols. He said, and he lists, yeah, the idol could be anything. Idol is a thing that gets that takes the attention away from God and value the other thing more. That could be watching movies. It could be eating. Hey, look, I should be in my Bible, but I'm gonna go out and look. Instead of looking at my Bible, I'm gonna look at a menu. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but if you always looking at me, spend an extra amount of time looking at means and eating, food could be an idol. People could be an idol. In either context, good or bad. They could be an idol. You put more power in the person than you do God. Either now you fearing that person, or you worshiping that person, one of the two, or that thing. Like we had a conversation the other night. You know, that's a good conversation. You know, we was watching this thing with Rachel Ray. The house burned down, and she went in and got some stuff, some pictures and stuff like that. Husband said, I don't think he had with his phone. He didn't know what else to grab. You know what I'm saying? But he had a lot. He had so much to grab. He didn't know what to grab. So many choices. So many relics and idols, and I would say they have so many prized possessions. He didn't know which one to grab, so he grabbed his phone. So me and the family was talking. Okay, so what would we grab? What would you grab? I said, man, look, you know, probably the phone. You know what I'm saying? Just grab the phone. I mean, I really don't have any prized possessions in there. Besides, you know, your computer and your phone. I mean, as long as you got that, because a lot of times you got a lot of passwords and stuff in there. But now almost all this stuff digital. We got some old family movies, but my daughter has digitized those. She's been digitizing those, putting those online. So you see what I'm saying? Everything is going into the cloud, and that gives you a certain sense of freedom. But you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not a grab. Some people said, hey, I grab my purses. Yeah, my purses. Yeah, I get my purpose, my laptop, I get that, and then I got some old pictures, right? I want to grab those. And one guy said, yeah, I want to get my wedding album. You know, stuff like that. You know, what would you grab? I doubt anybody say, hey, look, I'm going to grab my Bible. hey, know what I'm saying right now? I'm going to grab my Bible. I'm going to snag that. You know what I'm saying? But now you get to see, you know, what things am I putting up there? Because some people risk life and limb to go back in after these things. They do. Our best answer should be to grab each other. Just thought about it. The answer that we came up with this game. Hey, look, we had thought about this before, hadn't thought about it in a long time. Everybody just jump out their own window. If you're gonna get something, just throw it all out the window. You're gonna be straight. Then go out the window. That's the way. Now I gotta think back on my safety ladders. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a couple of them in the mix. But I'm gonna dive into this Matthew chapter 6. I'm just gonna dive into this seek first the kingdom. I'm gonna dive into it big time. We're gonna see what we come up, because today is seeking. And I'm gonna seek to see what this seeking about. I'm gonna dive into it for my lunch break. While I'm eating my lunch, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be feeding my spirit. Because I've been eating these wraps and I've been eating them on the go. But I'm gonna put some of that in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put some of that in there. I'm gonna get back to reading that Bible, because I had been going back in the break room. I just been eating my wraps on the go while still working. Just realized that I gotta dive back into that. Put that on my list. Well, anyway, we're at 15, man. So you know what I'm gonna do. I already told you I'm gonna dive into that Matthew chapter 6, seeking that all day long. Then you know what you gotta do. So do it to it. I'm gonna do it to it. I'm gonna do it to that part of my life. The thing I know how to do. I'm gonna do that to that part of my life. You need to do the same. But before you do that, you know what you gotta do. Do it to that like button. Do it to that subscribe. Do it to that thumbs up. Do it to that share. And do it to your life. Do it to it.